Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. What are some of the notable tips if you were to achieve a successful dawah? This is what we're going to look at. There are several of them. I'll try to run through them as fast as time will allow, inshallah ta'ala. So any dawah maniac, whether you're a man or you're a woman trying to win hearts into Islam, you really need to consider these tips. They are going to help you a lot. Now, the first ever tip that you really must take into consideration is the intention. What are your intentions when you're going out there to do dawah? I was once in a seminar, and one of the facilitators challenged our reasoning into this, and he asked us, when is the last time when you are leaving home going for a dawah mission, when is the last time you went down on your forehead on your sujood and literally requested Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to deliver souls to your hands, to make them become Muslims? When did you do that? The fact is, we don't do that. When we walk out to go do dawah, we just go, we are banking on our knowledge. We are banking on the fact that, we have done this is our trade, and, nothing can challenge us in this. You bank on your experience. You're thinking that, your experience will win you hearts. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغِ. Ours actually is only to deliver the message, and it is the work of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make sure that He changes those hearts, and those hearts accept Islam. You may go out and do dawah and people become Muslims. It's not because of you. It is because Allah wants them to become Muslims. But now it's also depending much on how you conducted yourself out there. And the intention that you have when you're going out, the only intention is that we are doing this lillahi ta'ala. You're not doing this because you want some fame, so that so and so is doing dawah, so and so. If you want a reference on such and such a thing, call so and so. No, that's not the intention. The intention should be, we are doing this lillahi ta'ala. We are doing this for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we are doing it to earn His favors, nothing else. If you have your intentions right, you're going to win those hearts, and you will convert as many as you can, because Allah is with you. Secondly, you have to have some knowledge at hand. The Arabs say, if you don't have something, you can't give something. But if you have something, you're going to give something. So if you have knowledge, then there's a sense in which you are going to dispense that knowledge, and people will get the knowledge. But if you have nothing, what are you going to tell people? So always, before you even open your mouth to talk to people, at least you need to go to class and learn something, toil in those classrooms and learn something from the shuyukh, spend some time with the shuyukh, learn something. Let them pass you through Kitabu Tawheed, let them pass you through several other books, so that you have something to teach people. So you have to arm yourself with the knowledge, especially when you are going to do dawah to the non-Muslims. What do you think if you have some knowledge of their book? Alhamdulillah, on my side, I came from a background of Christianity. I was a former pastor, and therefore I know the Bible itself. So I can give them references in the Bible itself. If I blend it up with the Quran, then I have a winning formula. Now, I don't know you. Do you only have the Quran, or do you only have the Bible? Do you have a little idea on the Gita of the Indians? Do you have a little idea on the Tanakh or the Talmud of the Jews? Maybe, maybe not. If you don't, please try to get these books in your library. Try to go through them, learn something about it, so that when you go out, you have the knowledge in the Quran, you have the ayat in the Quran, you have the hadith, and you also have some references in the Bible and in the Talmud and in the Gita and those other major books, and inshallah, you are going to get it. Thirdly, brothers, as I said in my first presentation, you need wisdom. When you're going out there to do dawah to these people, you really need to be wise. If you do not have wisdom, you may end up being beaten out there, because several people have suffered in the hands of the non-Muslims, either because of lack of wisdom, and he probably slid into the wrong territory and he was beaten up. Now, I don't want you to be beaten up, but I want you to win those hearts. Now, you need to have some wisdom. When you are talking to them, try to listen to them, because they also have something to tell you. As much as you have something to tell them about Islam, they also have something to tell you. Now listen to them. And you will have to compare 1 and 2, and you'll get the difference. And if the difference is that Islam is the best, then give them Islam. Package it in the best manner and give them. As you listen to them, you will be learning. Learning is a continuous process in life, and learning entails 3 things. It entails listening, it entails learning itself, it entails understanding. Now, when you understand a concept, you learn. And when you listen, then you get to learn and understand that particular concept. So these 3 things are actually triplets, and they don't leave each other. So when you're going there, they fall under wisdom. There is listening, there is learning, and there is understanding. Now, brothers, as you do what you do best, try your level best and practice what you teach. Don't just tell them that, إنما الخمر والميسر والأنزاب والأذلام رجس من عمل الشيطان فاجتنبوه لعلكم تفلحون. Don't just tell them that these intoxicants are haram in Islam, and therefore you should stay away from them. And when you leave that set, or when you leave that Dawaah ground, or wherever you are, you're in the streets or elsewhere, or even in the comfort of your home, then you lit that cigarette and you start smoking. Now it means you are not even practicing what you're teaching, and that is detrimental on you. That's not good on a Dawaah maniac. You are a mirror to the community. They should see you and see the good Islam, and therefore they want to embrace Islam. But they should not see you and see some goat chewing mirror and smoking as though you are a train and doing all those sorts of vices. It's not good. So try your level best and practice what you teach. If you are teaching them about humility, being so humble when talking matters of religion, you should also start by being humble. Even if they insult you, you should try your level best and be humble and be cool. So practice what you're teaching. Remember that whenever you go out there to do dawah to them, the first impression will always be the last impression. When they see you the first time, that is the only picture that will always be in their minds. When they saw you, in the first instant, and you are so much uncouth, you are so much rough, you did not even shave, that will actually dislodge them from their reasoning and actually grade you somewhere else, and you will leave a very bad impression on them. Therefore, remember that the first impression that you create is always the lasting impression that will always be in their mind. Therefore, show an impression of a Muslim, and they will always see you as a Muslim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.